On March 20th, 1885, the Government Gazette noted that the area known as Currawarna was now a village. Currawarna is 34 kilometres west of Wagga Wagga and was one day's horse ride on the old Narrandera Road. The residents of the area applied to the Education Department in 1898, asking for a school to be established. The school opened a year later. In 1916, the town boasted 2 general stores, a baker, butcher, a hall and a hotel. The school had over 60 pupils. During the Depression, the population began to dwindle. It wasn't until the 1960s that young people started to move back and build again. Currawarna Public School draws its pupils from a 15-kilometre radius. Nowadays they travel by car, motorbike, but there is the occasional horse rider.
Put the rest of those chairs down, please.
Bertie, how long have you been at Currawarna?
This is my 4th year at Currawarna.
Do you like it? One-teacher school?
Yes, I was a bit apprehensive when I first came into a one-teacher school, but I've enjoyed it ever since I've been in.
What is the main difference that you first noticed between a one-teacher school and say, a normal bigger city school?
Well, the main difference for me when I first came here was having 7 grades to teach at once. I had very little experience with infants and found that a great challenge. Also, making sure that all of the children are working at once was a problem that I had to overcome as soon as I came to the school.
Andy Gibb, and what were they on?
So something for children's award.
Right, it was a UNICEF concert where all of the singers gave the money from the sales of their records to UNICEF, which is an international children's fund to raise money for the starving children throughout the world. Okay, no more news? Rightio then, spelling books out, please.
At present, there are 17 pupils at Currawarna Public School. Each class sits together at its own table. With all classes being in together, children from the same family spend their school hours together as well. For younger children starting school, this can be a real help if older brother and sister is only a desk away. One-teacher schools offer a good training ground for student teachers doing their round of practical work. They can gain experience of all levels of primary teaching in the one room.
What about David?
Is teaching 7 grades in the one room a good thing?
It has its advantages and disadvantages. It's good because children are picking up information all the time from other children. Possibly a disadvantage on the same thing would be that children may not be concentrating on what they're doing themselves, rather listening to somebody else. But I think the advantage of picking up information from others is a bigger advantage.
The younger children in the kindergarten section of the school start their day by watching Play School on television in an adjacent room, and then join the rest of the school.
Second grade spelling.
Bernie, with it being a small school and a small class, do you find it's easier to structure your daily program?
It is easier because you can work on the individual needs of the children. The children out here are a lot different to the children in town schools, therefore their needs are different, their problems are different, and you can sort of devote more time to the individual child. Yes, that's the same thing as what we did back here with Robert. Didn't we? Okay, what about this? Yeah, that's all. Arrange in dictionary order, no, do those. Okay, which would come first out of those in the dictionary? No, out of these bits here, yeah, already, right, then would go.
How do the children feel about being all in together?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. I don't think they worry at all. They like being with their friends in the one classroom. They're virtually just a class. It's not really a school.
You find it's a more caring situation?
Yes, definitely, because in a bigger school you wouldn't find infants' children playing with the bigger ones, and you also wouldn't find the bigger ones looking after the infants' children, and that's the case here.
So the young ones go to the older ones for help, do they? If they have a problem?
Yeah, if they see that I'm doing something, or if somebody comes to the door and they have a problem, then they go to one of the bigger ones, or maybe even a child in their own class who has already done whatever it is they were doing.
One's an engine.
Yes, please.
I think I'm gonna oh no. I'm up to I'll finish that one and up to D. One again. Father is something fun now. Father is is going home.
Right, going home.
What
Father is going home.
I think it's going. Yeah, that's
Right, yeah. Get it? Do you get it?
Although one teacher's schools may seem cut off from the usual school facilities, they were all recently equipped with video recorders and listening posts. Often older students can do an exercise via cassette and headphones while the teacher is involved with other classes.
2 8s, 3 9s, 6 8s, 7 3s, 4 9s, 3 4s, 5 8s.
Okay, right, pens down, everyone. Come on, Graham. Okay, infants quietly forward out. Primary, off you go.